Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Cosmic Mirror Tarot. I am Jaja, and today we will be looking at spirit messages for the first 3 months of 2022. This is for anyone with a Capricorn sun, moon, rising, or even Mars. Mars is the closest planet to us, so I often feel like we forget about the Mars as well. So today I'm going to go ahead and walk through two oracle cards that I pulled, one from the Gateway of Light Oracle as well as one from the Celtic Tree Oracle. And then I'll get into a Celtic Cross. Um, Weird thing to note, I think this is the second video that I've done for you guys. The first one just magically disappeared. I will say that the first one was a little crazy. So I think Spirit was like, let's do this again. So it'll be interesting to see what comes up in your Celtic Cross this time. So the first card that I pulled for you guys from the Gateway of Light Oracle is the Sirius Star Being Blessings. Love this card. I don't know if you guys can check it out, but it's basically full of blues and purples, which is all about your intuition and your dream states. Sirius is actually believed to be the home of the Egyptian Neteru, or all the Egyptian gods. It is believed that is where they came from, which is the planet of Sirius. Sirius is the star in the Sirius kind of cluster is really large and burns really, really hot. So in August, when we get what we call the dog days of summer, because Sirius is actually in the constellation that's shaped like a dog, we call it that because we're in direct alignment with Sirius, and all that heat from its star basically heats up our planet, right? And considering how far away it is, that shows you how big and transformational, right, that energy is. So this is great. I'm going to go ahead and read from the book for you guys what your message is. It says, the message that comes with this gateway is a giant yes. It brings the energy of wishing on a star and seeing that wishes do come true. This is a time for you to move forward with any projects or ideas that you have felt called to carry out. There is an energy of positivity, abundance, and excitement surrounding you at this time. Whatever dreams you have been revisiting recently aren't dreams, but premonitions. Know that whatever you're connecting with on your side is soon to be something you'll be experiencing in the physical. So think about what you desire instead of what you fear. See yourself celebrating as if your wildest dreams have come true. As you do so, you'll be creating the perfect energy for them to manifest into your world. That is absolutely beautiful. And I have to say, on your previous reading that I did, this concept of you guys really working on building something long lasting from a legacy perspective came up really, really heavy. So that's right in line with the last reading that I did. That, who knows where it is? It's in the ether now. But, whatever that is, the Sirius Star Blessing is definitely telling you guys, absolutely go for it. Please proceed. You got this. Love that. So from the Celtic Tree Oracle, you pulled the Holly Tree. This is based off of the Druid system of divination. They had a 13-month calendar. The last 3 days leading up to Halloween was a month on its own. It was all about death and rebirth. And each month of the year had a bush or plant or tree associated with it. So this is associated with the month of July, so in the summertime. So that's very much giving me whatever it is that you're planning. Like maybe the first half of the year is all like doing your Capricorn things of planning and manifesting in the 3D. What's up here in the ethereal, whatever premonitions or dreams that you have, and then by summer you're off to the races. But this card, and it actually symbolizes like male divinity. It's a very heavy masculine um, ogam or oracle. It talks about paternity, which is like giving birth to something from a male perspective, right? Which is very action oriented, right? The female is receiving, the male is the inserting, for lack of a better word. But yeah, so this is all about putting action behind something. Also, the Druids leverage the wood from the holly tree in order to make their spears and their arrows. And so this is really big on ensuring that the tools and your resources are the right ones, right? The book really goes into how do you want your spear to feel in your hand? How, like, do you want your arrow to be fast and like swift, and then you have to shave it down to a certain, way, or do you just want it to make a heavier impact? Like, because those two things, those are two different types of arrows, right? So really being cognizant of how you're leveraging your tools and your resources that are available to you, and be clear on what you want the final impact to be, right? Is this something that you want done quickly, or is this something that, like I said, if we're talking legacy building, then you have to put a little bit more thought and process behind it, which you guys know very well. I mean, Capricorn energy is deep earth energy. You guys are very grounded. But all right, so that is your oracle. Love it for you guys. We're gonna go ahead and get into your Celtic cross. Let's see if Spirit has any messages that they want me to share with you guys. I did see the devil. However, whenever I get the devil in a Capricorn reading, it doesn't necessarily surprise me, only because, the goat is your sign. You guys are the goat. And really, the devil is a magician, right? And so if we're talking about a Capricorn magician, then it would make sense that it is the devil. The devil is not always a bad thing. I get most of the cards in tarot that people assume are bad, like death, or, which, speaking of which, you have death, or the tower, or the devil. People get like really weirded out about it, but like in every reading it's different, and so I say all that to say, if the devil does come up, we're not going to freak out. Capricorn, that is your card. All right, that just means you're standing in your power. I mean, depending on what's around it, but yeah. Okay, so Spirit, please give me Spirit messages for Capricorn for the first 3 months of 2022. I just do want to say that I'm tripped out that we are already, and like there's a piece of me that wants to say it's still 2020, guys. Like, this whole situation that we find ourselves in just trips me out. Like, it's like we lost 2 years. I don't understand it. All right. Cards are starting to fall, which that's Spirit's way of telling me I am done shuffling. All right. We're going to knock so they know we're here. All right. First card out is the Strength in reverse, crossing with the Queen of Wands. Influence is the Seven of Cups. Subconscious is the Page of Wands. Past is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Future is the Three of Swords. Current attitude is the Nine of Wands in reverse. Environment is the World in reverse. Hopes and fears is the Six of Pentacles. All right. Bottom of the deck. Ooh. See. Okay, I'm going to take all of these, and they're telling me I need to take all of these. Yeah, bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, the Death card, the Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, guys. The Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles. So we'll just leave that as your outcome. Just making sure they want the World upright. Wounded Warrior upright. Strength upright. Sorry, whenever I get reversals, I just clarify with Spirit if they actually want them that way. All right. Yeah, we are good. Okay, so in your current position, you have the Strength with the Queen of Wands crossing, which is beautiful, strong, confident energy. I'm getting off of this Strength card that maybe in the past there was something that may have rocked you that maybe was a blow to your confidence, right? But it's like you're starting to come out of that, and I get this like, they say fight, flight, or freeze. It's like something happened and you're just like fight mode. Like for a second you kind of froze is what I'm hearing, but like now it's like full on fight mode. Like you got me fucked up. Like no, I know who I am. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, let's just talk about sis for a second. Okay, the Queen of Wands is very confident. She knows what she wants. It's fire energy, so she goes after what she wants. And if you're a male, it doesn't matter. There is no gender in tarot. It's all archetypal energy, right? So this is someone who knows what they want, goes after what they want, and she does not budge on it. There's another tarot reader on here who calls the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands the Burger King. Which I will never get out of my head. But it's basically like I gotta have it my way. Like same energy for the Queen of Wands. Like I know what I want. I'm going after what I want, and I am not budging on my vision, on my creativity, on my like this is very powerful energy. And to have the strength underneath it, it's like you're trying. You're in that transition phase of trying to pull that out of you, right? Because something in the past definitely was a blow to your confidence. Now, so this is good energy to be channeling. From a overall influence, like spiritual influence, you have the Seven of Cups, which is giving me very much like there are multiple options, multiple pathways that spirit has put in front of you, right? But there's one in particular. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but on the top of the Seven of Cups, there's like there's all these beautiful options here at the bottom, right? Like all these cups have something in it, like jewels or a person or whatever. But then there's one that's covered, that's like surrounded by light, right? And it's like that is the gift from the universe. And I'm seeing a hyper focused like yes, I have all these options, but through my intuition, through my visions, through my premonitions, I know exactly which one of these options is for me. That is the energy that I'm getting from this card. In your subconscious, you have the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is a young girl. Pages are all about messages, right? So it's a message that's like fun or flirty, very fiery, kind of immature, right? So I'm getting this heavy, like playful energy in your subconscious, like you like it's also telling me the spirit is also giving me like almost a wish, like something happened that knocked your confidence and you've been in this like transition and fight mode, but you're almost wishing for more play, like to enjoy yourself. That's what I'm hearing. Like your subconscious is really asking for that. Like things don't, like, does it always have to be work? No. I mean, and every Capricorn I know works. Like y'all are some workaholics. I would say the only other workaholic than you guys would probably be like Virgos and Sagittariuses. um, but every Capricorn I know is a legit like every day I'm hustling type person. And so I'm getting this from this Page of Wands. I'm getting this like I just want to play. I want some more joy in my life. I want something that's like lighter, like not so heavy. Which makes sense to me because you guys are a cardinal earth sign, so, just something a little lighter. In your most recent past, you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is definitely giving me money vibes. Again, it's another page, so it's something around. I'm getting either an idea or a business that just didn't go anywhere. Like, you had a lot of high hopes for it because the Page of Pentacles is holding the Ace of Pentacles. but it's in reverse. So it's almost like you wanted it to work, you wanted it to be an ace, you wanted it to be a long-term thing, but it just didn't pan out right. And I think that's why, because of, in the spread horizontally across from that, you have your strength in reverse with the Queen of Wands crossing. So it's like whatever this was that didn't necessarily work out, like it definitely like was a blow to your confidence. In your future position, you have the Three of Swords. I'm definitely going to clarify this because I'm getting all kinds of things off of this. So we'll kind of get back to that in a second. In your current attitude, you have the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is our wounded warrior. But what I love, love, love about the Nine of Wands is like he survived, and there's like this sigh of relief of like, oh my god, I made it out of this crazy battle and I'm still alive. I always look at the wands behind him as like tombstones. It's like all these other people have passed, but I'm here and I'm standing. He's holding the Ace of Wands, which is a brand new, it's like a spark of an idea, a brand new beginning, right? And so although he's wounded, it's like I'm ready to get back out there, right? Or go on to the next adventure. Like I made it through hell, basically. I survived it, and now I'm on to the next thing, which is a beautiful attitude to have. In your current environment, you had the World card. So it originally came upside down or in reverse. Spirit told me to put it the right side up, I guess. And so the World card is all about divine timing and completion of a cycle. In reverse, it would mean that you haven't learned the lesson and you're basically going to repeat the cycle all over again. Because, and I think the reason why Spirit wanted me to turn it right side up is because you also have the Wheel of Fortune, and that came out upside, which the world with the Wheel of Fortune absolutely says whatever cycle this was, it's done. Like they are moving you into a new cycle that is way more stable and more for your benefit, right? So that's your current environment, right? Where it's like what you're just walking away from whatever this was, and you're on to the next thing. In your hopes and fears, you have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of balance, of give and take, of philanthropy, of but it's giving me, sometimes it means giving from a philanthropic, if I pronounce that right, perspective, but right now in your spread, it's giving me a balance of money. So whatever this was in the past, your Page of Pentacles that was in reverse, that you thought was going to be a good business idea that never got off the ground, or it just wasn't what you wanted, or you found out at the end that it wasn't what you thought it was. It's like you're hoping that whatever your next venture is brings some sort of balance to your finances. And I'm also hearing like to your emotions, your thoughts and your emotions. Like this, with this, it's pinging off energetically, this Three of Swords for me, which means, whatever happened in the past broke your heart, basically. And so what you're hoping for is a balance, right? Is to bring back balance and clarity. In your outcome, you have the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess upright is about using your intuition. It could be secrets. It could be. So I'm getting like like you got clarity on some sort of secret. And she is also pinging off of this Three of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, which for me means there was something either in this business deal or this relationship. I mean, like, I don't see too many cups here. So if this was a relationship, it wasn't based on love. It was based on finances and contracts is what they're telling me. I'm not getting a love vibe here. I'm definitely getting either a business or a contractual situation. But it's like whatever this business deal or this contract was, you uncovered something, and whatever you uncovered just broke your heart. Like either someone was stealing from you, or it wasn't in your best interest, or it was something of that nature. And so you're kind of just like, just really sad about it, I think. And maybe that's why I got that like frozen before you fight energy. Now, what came out with her, like flew out, was the Ten of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Pentacles is all about generational wealth and legacy. So, and the Ten of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is pre-emperor, pre-empress energy. It's all about independence. Yeah, I'm just hearing that, whatever contract or whatever this was, like, it just was not, it's like you uncovered that it was not in your best interest. You uncovered that if you're trying to build something of legacy, it wasn't the best thing for that. And although it hurt you, right, because maybe it was a friend or a family member that you went into business with or whatever, like, although it was hurtful, you had to, the universe had to move you away from it, because what you're calling in is independence and long-term legacy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's just this, like, I'm getting this heavy, like, disappointment vibes off of these. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card, like, this was absolutely divinely orchestrated, and that's, I think, the biggest piece that the spirit wants you to take away from whatever the situation was, is that you had to learn something in this process. Either learn something about yourself, learn something about this other person, maybe that, was trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or learn something about what your next direction is, right? Like, it's I'm getting like a heavy, like, the universe didn't want you to be complacent. It almost wanted you to think bigger. Like, whatever this was, like, it was more of a reflection on the people and processes that just weren't in alignment for what you're trying to call in, right? Like, you're trying to call in generational wealth. Like, when I talk generational wealth, I'm not talking like you make $1 million or whatever, or $2 or $3 million. I'm talking like tens of millions of dollars, right? So, like, it's like, whatever that situation was, like, although it may have felt like that's what you were doing, the universe has something that is specific for you, right? Like, it just was not for you, and so they moved you in a new direction, right? All right, so let's go ahead and clarify some things. I do want to clarify, let's see, what do I want to clarify? I was going to shuffle one way, and then they told me no. They want me to shuffle this way. So I do, this Page of Pentacles is interesting me in the past. We'll get something on this Page of Wands. Yeah, we'll clarify a couple of these. Let's see what Spirit has to say. All in all, guys, like, I feel like this is your season, right? So absolutely, whatever it is that you are working on, just put a little bit more thought behind what you're trying to create, and by the summer, like I said earlier, you guys should be off to the races. Okay, they said I'm done, so we are going to go ahead and ooh, what is going on there, guys? Yeah, I'm getting heavy. Y'all need a vacation. Like, and I, like, it too. Yeah, the Hierophant came out next to the Wounded Warrior, which is giving me a contract, some sort of business deal that it was not at all in your favor. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so clarifying your Queen of Wands and your Strength in reverse is the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Six of Swords in the reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. First of all of these sword cards are about air energy, mental energy. The Nine of Swords upright is like staying up at night, obsessing over something. The Six of Swords upright is about moving forward to calmer waters. The Five of Pentacles upright is about feeling left out in the cold. All of these together in the reverse just tell me like it's confirming the fight mode that you're in. It's like I'm not going to obsess over this anymore. I'm not going to stay in my head about this situation anymore. I'm not going back to the situation, and this person thinks that they left me out in the cold. I got another thing coming for that ass. Like, that is what this is giving me. Like, but what's crazy is it's heavy, and I think that's why this Three of Swords is here, and Spirit wants me to communicate with you, like, honor the fact that your feelings are hurt. Right? I get it, Capricorn. Y'all are the goat. No one ever hurts your feelings. Right? But like Spirit wants you to recognize with all these sword cards here, like it was mentally taxing for you. You know, just acknowledge that. It is okay. It is okay, Capricorn, to be emotional sometimes. But like the overall energy I'm getting is like this person had me fucked up. This contract had me fucked up and I'm out. You know? Yeah, in the past it was like this page of, you have the page clarifying the Page of Pentacles in reverse, which I told you was that like money situation or that business situation that just did not go right. You have the Page of Cups and the King of Cups. This Page of Cups is almost giving me like a deceptive offer. Like someone approached you as if they were presenting a loving, full opportunity, but really what you were getting was the King of Cups, which the King of Cups is not unlike the Queen of Cups, which gives her all, which is like the biggest cup of love that you could ever get from something. The King of Cups only gives half a cup. He is very controlled about what he gives. And so it's like this person came in with this business offer, this business opportunity, and you quickly realized, like, or over time just realized, like, this wasn't, they weren't really giving. It just wasn't given what it was supposed to have gave. Yeah, this Page of Cup is giving me deception for some reason. In your subconscious, remember I was telling you about, like, this Page of Wands was giving me, like, you want your subconscious is asking for something lighter, for some fun, some, you know, something. I'm also hearing something a little sexier, you know. You know, like some sexy time. Clarifying that is the Seven of Pentacles and the Magician in the reverse. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse is like not something that's not working, something that's not worth the effort. But what I'm getting is like you wanting a break. Like, I need some time off. And I would say, like, especially like just dealing with this heartbreak, right? Because there's all kinds of swords on this card, so you definitely feel hurt and cut by something. And so it's like your subconscious is like almost screaming at you, like, can we please manifest a vacation? Like, where we just sit down somewhere is what I'm hearing. And then in your influence, like kind of pinging off of that energetically for me, in your influence, you have the Two of Wands and the Page of Swords, which the Two of Wands is very much giving me like he's holding the world, right? Like a crystal ball with the world in his hands. And it's like, pick a place, any place in the world, and go. You know, whoever's open because of what we're going through right now. You know, like whichever island will let me go right now. Like, I am so there. You know, I really feel like you guys do need a break. And this Page of Swords is giving me, I don't know if you have broke away from this contract or this business deal yet, but when you do, that person, there's going to be people talking about you. There's going to be people gossiping. you know, like, oh my God, I can't, because they're looking from the outside in, right? So for them, this was like the best deal ever, but like you've actually experienced it, you've actually been through it. And so I'm getting very heavy, like, you mentally and physically, maybe even if you take, your own advice and go on vacation, but you check out and you leave the situation, and then here comes all of these, negative Nancy's, and people who ain't got nothing better to do but talk about other people, and their decision making, and deflecting off of their own lives. Here come these people gossiping and trying to basically make you feel bad about your decision. And I think that's, it's pinging off of this high priestess in reverse for me. And I feel like this is the warning that spirit wants to give you, is like going back to your serious star blessing. Yes, proceed. Like, listen to your intuition. You know that whatever situation you were in was only half a cup, and you trying to bring in tens of millions of dollars and generational wealth and happiness. Like those two things don't even match. Like, don't even listen to these people, like, stand in who you are, be the goat, right? uh what clarifying your wounded warrior, or the nine of pentacles, is the Hierophant and the three of pentacles. It's telling me that, it's like the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is many things, but here it is confirming to me that this is contractual, this is a business thing. The Hierophant can represent organizations, structures, religion, or contracts, or a marriage, or something like that. Next to the three of pentacles, it's giving me like you stepping out on your own, but also it's like, intuitively who you can and cannot collaborate with whatever this next venture is. And they're energetically taking me back to the holly, which, remember, I was telling you the holly was all about, what do you want your weapon of choice to feel and look like, what's the outcome, right? Do we want a fast arrow? All right, sorry about that, Capricorn. My battery died on my camera. Anyways, so moving on to your current environment, you have the World card, and clarifying that is the Three of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Wands. Um, it's giving me a completion of a cycle, and you're not waiting, right? The Three of Wands upright is about like waiting for your ships to come in, um, being patient. It being in reverse is like you're not being patient, and what also tells me that you're not being patient and you're ready to get the fuck on is the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is all about fast, quick action, fast, quick communication. Um, yeah, you're completely over this. And your hopes and fears, you had the Six of Pentacles. What's oh my God, clarifying that is the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Chariot, again, is all about very fast divine action, right? You've made a decision, you know where you're going, and you're out. This Queen of Cups in reverse with the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is about holding back, holding on to something, keeping something to yourself. Um, I'm getting a very strong, like, what's mine is mine. I'm protecting myself, I'm protecting my space. And next to the Queen of Cups is like, I'm almost getting this fear of being overly emotional about the situation. Like, I think that's why, going back to Spirit saying, it's okay that your heart is broken. It's okay that you feel some type of way about the situation. Like, honor that. There is a fear here of like your emotions taking over. Again, I feel like this is all really, really good stuff, Capricorn. I mean, at the end of the day, whatever this situation is that, kind of had you out of pocket for a second there, you're absolutely heading in the right direction. I mean, you have enough major arcana here. And for those who don't know, major arcana is destiny. It's the non, like, numbered and court cards, right? So I mean, between the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card, the World card, the Hierophant, like, where you are right now is absolutely where you're supposed to be, and all of this was part of the divine plan. Whatever it is that you are currently working on, or that you have in your mind as far as a business idea or a new project or something like that, the Sirius Star blessing is telling you absolutely go for it. We are 100% behind you. I see, the first half of the year maybe being, finalizing whatever you need to finalize from a planning perspective, um, on getting out of this contract or moving on to something new. But by July, you are completely off to the races. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I am working on currently the love and money and career specific readings for 2022, and I should have those out around the first of the new year. So I will catch you guys on the other side. Bye.